We all know that Hollywood has its fair share of scandals, but when the connections between Russell Simmons and Diddy start to unravel, it's a whole new level of jaw-dropping drama. Kimora Lee, the glam queen herself, has stepped into the spotlight, spilling the tea on Diddy's alleged involvement in some shady business. But wait, there's a twist. She's connecting the dots back to her ex-hubby, Russell Simmons.
I was a very young, probably too young, bride. Some of those things come back to haunt you over time, and stuff like that. So, I'm not really sure, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot.
Well, I know what I'm guilty of, and I've been unconscious as a playboy, and today the title is appropriate, womanizer. So I'm guilty of that.
I don't have the patience for that.
In 2017, Russell faced accusations that shook the industry, with women coming forward about SA and the youngest victim being only 17. Fast forward to today, and he's chilling in Indonesia, a place conveniently lacking any extradition treaties with the US. Smart move or an escape plan? You be the judge. Now, let's talk about Diddy and his ex, Cassie, dropping bombshells left and right. Allegations of trafficking, SA, and DV flew around like confetti in a lawsuit that Diddy settled faster than you can say cover-up. But here's the kicker. It sounds eerily similar to what Kimora went through with Russell. Russell at 35, meeting a 15 or 16-year-old Kimora. Diddy at 37, allegedly grooming 19-year-old Cassie. The parallels are uncanny. And if that's not enough drama for you, Kimora spilled the tea earlier this year, accusing Russell of mistreating her and their daughters. Receipts included, of course. It's a roller coaster, folks, but hold on to your wigs because there's more. Kimora, a close friend of Diddy's late girlfriend Kim Porter, is stepping into the ring. It makes you wonder, how deep does this rabbit hole go? Could Kimora's revelations be the catalyst to unveil more alleged traffickers in the music biz? And could it reopen the case of the late Kim Porter? We're about to find out. Cassie might have closed the lawsuit chapter with Diddy, but it seems she's opened a Pandora's box, and the revelations just keep pouring in. Enter Kimora Lee Simmons, the queen bee herself, breaking her silence and dropping some truth bombs on Diddy's alleged misdeeds. Just one day after Cassie's explosive lawsuit hit the scene, Kimora threw some serious shade with a cryptic Instagram story quoting, "As you sow, so shall you reap." Translation: karma's well, you know. But here's the kicker. A blast from the past resurfaces, and it's an old interview with Kimora herself. Back in 2004, she spilled the tea to New York Magazine about a jaw-dropping incident involving none other than Diddy. Brace yourselves, folks. According to the article, there was a stormy showdown between Kimora and Diddy, where he allegedly threatened to hit her while she was pregnant. Yeah, you heard that right. The audacity. But hold on, there's a twist. Kimora, being the queen of shade, revealed that Diddy later kneeled down in public to apologize, with her dropping the bomb that everything he does is just a copycat version of her then hubby, Russell Simmons. Talk about throwing shade with style. And speaking of Russell and Diddy, they were thick as thieves for years. Picture this, Russell, a regular at Diddy's legendary parties, and the two moguls even vacationing together when Kim Porter was still in the picture. But what's really sending shivers down our spines is the eerie parallel between Russell's romance with young Kimora and Diddy's dealings with Cassie. Kimora, just a teen at 15 or 16 when she started dating the 35-year-old Russell. Sounds familiar? Because it should. Diddy, at 37, allegedly grooming 19-year-old Cassie. Deja vu? Anyone? The more we uncover, the more the puzzle pieces seem to fit. Are these just coincidences, or is there a darker pattern emerging in the music industry's elite circles? Russell's narrative attempts a plot twist, claiming they didn't start dating until Kimora turned 18. But let's not be fooled by the smoke and mirrors. In 2020, he spilled the tea on Instagram, saying she was legal at 17, but she turned 18 that May. Her mother and her manager, Bethan Hardison, approved, supported, and rushed us. We really didn't need a push. Now, fans were quick to call him out because legality doesn't equal innocence. A 35-year-old man dating an 18-year-old? Legal, yes. Predatory? Absolutely. Cut to 1998, the year of Russell and Kimora's grand matrimony. Two beautiful daughters, Ming Lee and Aoki Lee, came into the world, but the honeymoon didn't last long. Russell's controlling behavior and anger issues turned their union into a rocky road from day one. In 2008, Kimora had enough and filed for divorce. Little did she know, the nightmare was just beginning. Russell allegedly turned into a nightmare ex, harassing and threatening Kimora and their precious daughters. Kimora, the lioness mama, initially kept the drama under wraps to shield her girls. But as the years rolled by, the boiling point arrived. Earlier this year, she spilled all the tea on Instagram Live, exposing Russell for the mistreatment they endured. But wait, there's a twist that'll send chills down your spine. Russell, despite having minimal involvement in his daughters' lives, painted a picture of a perfect dad on social media. The facade of a loving father or a clever cover-up. Sounds familiar, right? Cuff Diddy and Kim Porter, cuff. When someone goes out of their way to broadcast love and positivity, the plot thickens, and it gets darker. Kimora dropped a bombshell, sharing stories detailing why she decided to expose Russell. The reason? Alleged threats to unalive her kids. Yeah, you heard it right. Unbelievable. Aoki, one of Kimora's daughters, stepped forward, confirming these chilling allegations and claiming to have evidence of Russell's harassment.
He disagrees with me. I will post it all because he does it. I have videos of him saying awful things that no one should have to hear about anyone they know, much less their mother. He has called me names. He has called us all house of shit, all you. He has called us terrible things. All because I wouldn't take his side.
Kimora Lee Simmons dropped another bombshell in her live, revealing that Russell, the man in the middle of this Hollywood storm, was, brace yourselves, broke. Yeah, you heard that right. She claims she supported him for years. Talk about turning the tables. And here's the kicker. This financial downfall could explain Russell's hasty escape to Bali in 2017 after those explosive essay allegations hit the fan. When multiple women stepped forward, he realized he didn't have the deep pockets or the connections to weather the storm in court. So, he sold his US properties, jetted off to Bali, and voila, reinvented himself as a yoga guru. If that doesn't sound like a page ripped out of the Diddy playbook, I don't know what does. Now, take a look at Russell's Instagram, flooded with posts about love and spirituality. A new persona or a clever distraction? You be the judge. On the flip side, we have Diddy, swimming in a different pool of cash. We've seen it before, ultra-rich and powerful folks slipping through the legal cracks. And guess what? Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, spilled some piping hot tea a few years back. He tried pitching a book exposing Diddy, Russell, and other shady industry figures. The catch? They could go after Russell, but not Diddy. What's the deal with that? Gene even hinted at Diddy and Jay-Z playing cleanup crew for Russell. The plot thickens, my friends.
Tested on how Jay-Z, Kane, and Puff is coming out for Russell Simmons. They told me they couldn't go after Puff, but they could go after Russell Simmons. Those people knew that Russell Simmons was on a chopping block and something was going on.
Now, fans are rallying behind Kimora, urging her to spill all the tea on Diddy and Russell. The speculation? These trafficking allegations might reach the pinnacle of Hollywood. Some fans are going deep, connecting dots in the Cassie lawsuit and suggesting it's all a ritual, a twisted game for the rich elites. And here's the kicker. Predictions flying around that by March-April 2024, we might be in for another bombshell. Will Kimora spill more secrets? Only time will tell. Whew, that was a wild ride, wasn't it? My fabulous viewers. If you thought today's gossip was mind-blowing, you better believe there's more where that came from. But hey, we're all in this together, uncovering the mysteries of Hollywood's elite. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you're as shook as I am, subscribe for more jaw-dropping revelations. And oh, the comment section is where the real party's at. Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions down below. Do you think Diddy and Russell were playing a dangerous game of cover-up? Is Kimora holding the keys to Hollywood's deepest secrets? Stay tuned for our next video, because this drama is far from over.